What's up, my friends? John Baruti from Baruti Success. This week we're talking about VTI or VOO. What in God's name are you talking about? Stay tuned. All right. Well, first of all, welcome to Baruti Success. If you haven't been here before, welcome. Don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button. It really helps me out. And it helps out this channel, and it'll help out pumping out this terrific information. So please, if you haven't, which I know you haven't, I seen you. George, back there, yeah, click it. I know you haven't done it. Make sure you do it. Okay, let's get into the video. So, my friends, VTI over VOO.
John, what are you talking about? All of these things.
Well, Sally, let me tell you. VTI, VOO, what are they? They are what's called ETFs, Exchange Traded Funds. Probably going to put Exchange Traded Funds. Put little things up there. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting more talented with the with my editing. Not really. I got a guy. He's pretty good at it. Okay, let's get back to the video. All right, so VOO, VTI. They are two terrific exchange traded funds. What does that mean? Well, exchange traded fund is basically, in layman's terms, a fund that follows an indices for a market. Okay? So, let's take VTI. VTI is Vanguard, so Vanguard owns VTI, right? And VTI for Vanguard tracks the whole stock market, right? 4,000, and well, I'm going to show you how many. So 4,000 and some odd stocks, right? VOO tracks, Vanguard owns it, and VOO tracks the S&P 500, which is basically 500 and so of the best United States, USA brand, terrific companies of the USA, okay? Best, brightest companies. So VTI, right? Whole stock market, VOO, S&P 500, 500 best stocks. Let's get into it. We're going to go and take a look at our portfolio visualizer, which is portfoliovisualizer.com, free website. This is a terrific place to go and analyze things like this. So let's go to the top. Okay, you see VOO here. Well, first of all, let's put in our parameters. Okay, so we're going to start from 2010 because that's basically when VOO was created, and we're going to go till today. But it's actually going to go from 2011 because it started late in 2010, regardless. So we're going from, again, 2010, 2011-ish to 2022. We are going to say we're putting in $1,000 to start, okay? We're also going to say we're contributing a fixed amount of $1,000 a month. John, I can't do $1,000 a month. I keep telling you this. It's okay. It's okay, Ben. Not a problem. You put in what you can. For this, we're going to put in $1,000 a month, which is $250 a week, which is, if you've watched the last video, what I asked you to put in from your side hustle, $250 per week to make you a bazillionaire. Okay? Let's get back into it. So, $1,000 a month, right? $250 per week. Inflation adjusted, sure. We're doing contribution frequency monthly on the $1,000. We're going to rebalance annually. Fine. Right? Reinvest dividends. Yes, we want to do that. Right? All this other stuff is poopy. We don't really even need. Okay? And we are going to, our portfolio number one is going to be VOO, which is Standard & Poor's 500 from Vanguard. Okay? The next portfolio is VTI, whole American stock market. Okay, and I even threw in, just for comparison, the Bogleheads 3 funds. What is the Bogleheads 3? Well, I'm glad you asked. Jack Bogle was the creator of Vanguard, which, get it? Vanguard, VTI, VOO. So he was the creator of Vanguard, the big O, the guy that started all of this. Okay? And the reason I like Vanguard, listen, there's a million out there. There's Fidelity, there's Schwab, there's a million of these accounts out there. There's a couple of reasons I like Vanguard. Low fees, and listen, Fidelity, I believe, is even a little bit lower, but when you're talking about these microcosms of fees, it's almost irrelevant, okay? But regardless, Vanguard is very, very, very inexpensive. These two funds are both 3 basis points, which is 0.03% per year. So what is it? On $1 million, 300. On $10,000, $3. Again, I'm not talking about a lot of money, okay? So again, portfolio number 3 is the Boglehead 3 fund. Why is it called 3? Well, look over here. 50% is VTSMX. So the VTSMX is a mutual fund, not an ETF. But this particular mutual fund is the entire stock market. So 50%, he's putting in the entire stock market. VGTSX is the entire world. So basically, the entire world. So the world's stock market, okay? VBMFX is the American bond market, okay? So he's got American stocks, the world stocks, and he has the American bond market, okay? So 3 funds. The bonds are really what kind of makes this a little less volatile, but you're not going to get the same return. But again, I just threw it in here. It's not part of this whole video, but I just wanted to give you an example of going against these two behemoths of stocks. Okay, so again, portfolio 1, VOO, which is the S&P 500, 100% invested. Next one, portfolio 2, VTI, again, 100% invested in the whole stock market. Portfolio 3 is the Boglehead 3 fund, again, real quick, 50% allocation to United States stocks, right? 30% invested in international stocks, okay? And 20% invested in the US bond market. Now, let me just hit the analyzer real quick. It shouldn't be the same, but let's whammy, bammy, schlammy. Okay, so first of all, I want you to see the numbers. Okay, so portfolio 1, which is VOO, which is this S&P 500, got 362,000. Portfolio 2 is the entire stock market, 352,000. And then Bogleheads 3, 260,000. First thing I want you to see here is okay, so you've only invested in this account so far $134,000. Okay, so you 3x'd your money here with the VOO or VTI, either one. A little less with the Boglehead 3 fund. And what I really want you to look at, okay, for future reference, not for right now, but the standard deviation, STDEV. You see this? 13.37 with the first portfolio, which is the Vanguard 500, S&P 500. 13.88, again, very close. VTI, VOO, very close. 13.88. And standard deviation is basically the volatility of the fund, okay? And then, and again, the lower the volatility, the better, right? So down here, Boglehead 3 fund is at 10.93. So your risk is lower, but your return is lower, okay? And again, this is not a video about the Boglehead. This is mainly VOO versus VTI. But I just threw this in there just so you can get a grasp of, you know, if you have a more diversified fund, okay, you have less risk, but you have less reward, okay? So what else am I going to show you? Let's take a looky down here, okay? Portfolio 1. Where are we going? Let's go to 10 years, okay? Portfolio 1, again, Standard & Poor's 500, 14.61%. That's what it's given you over the last 10 years. Portfolio 2, which is VTI, 14.25. Again, these are so close. So close. Boglehead, again, just throwing it in there, 9.33. Again, you're more diversified, less return, but less risk. Okay? But let's get back to VOO and VTI. So, John, what are you telling me? I'm going to tell you what I'm telling you, Sally. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. I'm sorry. Doesn't matter. Okay, so my personal view will be, and still is after even doing this, VOO. Why? I'm going to tell you. VOO is the 500. Actually, let's go and take a look. It's not 500, I believe. Okay, so this is VOO right here. This is the Vanguard site. Okay, 507 stocks the VOO holds. It's the 507 best United States stocks. It's a part of the reason I like it. Some of you would say, well, that John, the VTI, I mean, it's got, let's go look. VTI's got 4,070 stocks. Much more diversified. Yeah. I can't disagree with you, Callie. I can't. But that being said, diversification isn't always the best way to go, first of all. Second of all, I'm diversified in VOO. I got 507 different stocks, but I got 507 of the best blue chip, best of the best of the best stocks, right? And don't forget, you guys probably don't know this, but the S&P 500 and they are constantly moving these. If a company no longer fits the realm of the S&P 500, it gets taken out. A new one comes in, right? If Coke drops off the face of the earth, all of a sudden its sales aren't $50 bazillion, they put another stock in. So they're constantly rebalancing these. So as far for the Standard & Poor's 500. Now, the VTI is all the stock market. Listen, you got stocks closing, you got companies closing up, you got companies coming in. So there is a little bit of volatility in both, not a lot, right? But the reason I like the VOO is because it's the best of the best. Theoretically, there is less risk with VOO because these companies have been around. They pay a little bit more dividend because they're older. Theoretically, they're older, more diverse companies with huge balance sheets. VTI is every single stock. You have small cap, mid cap, large cap. You're talking, multiple billions of dollars of companies in the large cap, but you're talking only a few $100 million companies in the small cap. It has all of those, which is very volatile, especially when you're going to go through a season like we're going through. Could be recession, okay? You do you. You do both. I do both. I do invest in VTI and VOO. Do I suggest it? Absolutely. Why not? Why not do it? They're both costing you the same thing. Both funds are 3 basis points, which is 0.03%, charging you. Low fees. I'm sorry, I can't find that. I'm sure it's staring right at it, but of course the video's on. So, but regardless, either VTI or VOO, both 0.03%, 3 basis points of cost. Okay, that's what they're costing you. So it doesn't really matter which one you invest in. Long term, let's go back to our back testing with Portfolio Visualizer, right? And look, take a look. Okay, so 1 year. Okay, all right, interesting. This is interesting. Let's take a look at it. So the 1 year, the VOO, Standard & Poor's 500, brought back 15.52%. The VTI, whole stock market, again, we're in tumultuous times, only brought 11.58%, right? Over long periods of time, look at the 3 year, right? 3 years almost exactly, 1891, 1815. Same thing with the 5 year, same thing with the 10 year. Very, very close. The reason it's different this year for the last 1 year is because they have smaller stocks, which are going to be more volatile in a recession. Now look at year to date, okay? And this, I really want you to look at year to date here. Year to date, minus 4.59. for portfolio 1, which is VOO. Minus 5.41 portfolio 2 for VTI, right? Minus 5.78 for the Bogle 3 funds. This is what you need to see, because, you know, I'm gonna say it, some whippersnappers have only gone through good times. I'm an old mother pooper, okay? I've been through a lot of downturns, and that makes you not so worried about them, because you know the grass is going to grow, the sun is going to come out, the horizon is going to be beautiful in a couple of weeks, a couple of months, a couple of years. It just is the way it is. What you can't do is start investing, come into a season like this or a year like this, and then sell everything and get out of the market. You cannot do that. If I can implore you to do anything, is start saving now. Start investing now when it's down, because this is a great time, right? Are they gonna get worse? Yeah, they're gonna get worse. Should you wait? No, you shouldn't wait. I'm gonna tell you why. What if things get better? Okay? What if things get worse? So what? You're buying on the way down. When things start getting better, you're buying on the way back up. That's why you invest every week, every month. Okay? I don't want to get into that, because that's not what this is about. I know I preach it all the time. So, John, who's the winner? Tell us. Tell us. Tell us. For me, VOO wins out. Sorry, it's the way it is. Right? For you, could be something different. But if I'm going to put all my money into something, it's going to be VOO. I'm going to let that baby ride to the moon. I'm going to invest for 10, 15, 20, 30 years, and I'm going to be a bazillionaire. I hope you come with me. We'll see you on the next one.
I'm gonna be a bazillionaire investing in VOO or VTI.